Man, I got real fucked up last night. I need to dispose of these cans properly. The proper way to dispose of beer cans. Trusty old Stevens 12 gauge. Alright, so this right here is the Craftsman. This is update number 2 right here. And you can see it don't look anything like the old Craftsman because old Craftsman had a hood on it and it looked like a lawnmower. This looks like I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like a daggum hot rod of some sort. And it goes, I'd say, close to 20. It goes maybe 17 mile an hour if you had to put it in, I don't know, but it goes pretty fast for a lawnmower anyway. I mean, it goes fast enough. Really, around here it goes 20 fast enough. I mean, I wouldn't want to go much faster, or else I'd run into a daggum hay bale and die. So yeah, well, let's see what happened. The belt broke while I was driving it, and I had this belt and I knew it was smaller, so I put a smaller rear end pulley, which would make it go faster, but the belt's now too loose. I'm pretty sure if I put that old one on there, it's going to be too tight, and I really don't want to spend any money on it. So I don't know, but I'm going to try to put that other pulley I originally had on it. Right now, if I was to drive it, which I haven't drove it yet with that pulley because I haven't been able to, and if I did drive it, I feel like it'd go at least 20 for sure. But now, because that pulley's a little bit smaller than the other one I had on there. That other one's a lot smaller than the original one, and this engine pulley's bigger than the factory one. The main reason why I actually have the main reason why I even did this swap, which I wasn't even originally going to do, what I did was when I put the new motor on there, this guy just brought this motor up a while back. He just didn't know what it came off of. He didn't know where it came from. He just brought it up and said, "Oh, here, man, you can have this motor. I don't want it. Some guy just gave it to me, and I don't know what to do with it." So he just gave it to me. I put it on this, and of course, the old motor had the shaft about right here, so a smaller pulley fit. But for this one, the shaft's further down, so I put a bigger engine pulley on it. And of course, it went maybe 10 mile an hour then with the stock rear end pulley. Well, I put a way smaller rear end pulley because that belt ended up breaking that was originally on it when I was driving it around. So I put a smaller rear end pulley on it, and now it goes about 20, pretty close. I'm just gonna say it goes 20 because it's close enough. I was just sitting around thinking though, which I made this bumper, so I don't know, that used to be where the hood bolted onto it, onto the mower. I was kind of wanting to see if I could maybe put the front of the hood on here at least, because that would look pretty cool. It's like the front of the hood, and maybe even put the actual hood on here and cut out like a spot for like the gas tank and stuff. I mean, it would look pretty good, and actually it may cover up this breather because I left the breather uncovered, and then that daggum hurricane down there in Texas came up here, some rain, and just decided to rain all day the other day, and I forgot to cover the air filter up. Got water in the carburetor, got water in both the cylinders, filled it up, filled both the cylinders up with water, and filled the engine up with water, a little bit up with water because it made the oil milky. But see, it has a starter on there, but I don't have starter. I'm too poor to afford a decent battery, or really I just don't want to put a decent battery in this thing. Also, I removed the battery tray, but right now you just rope start it. It's the easiest way. This motor still hasn't been running right ever since then, but we're gonna see if it'll start now. It did. Oh, and I rigged up a little gas pedal right there too. So, and it's there. Old toggle switch too. But right now, unfortunately, I can't drive it until I do something with that pulley or make the belt somehow fit tighter, because it's falling off every time you let out the clutch. It slips, the belt slips, and then when it slips, it wants to fall off of this pulley right here. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to put that other pulley back on here, I guess. And then but I do have a clip of me driving it around, so I'll just show you that right now. Well, guys, I guess I'm gonna end it right here, but yeah, sorry I forgot all about making a video about it a long time ago, because I forgot that this lawnmower even used to be that way. I keep forgetting it used to be an old crappy Craftsman garden tractor, but now it's a daggum hot rod. But yeah, I completely forgot about making a video about it a long time ago. It's been like probably half a year ago, because it was when it was cold, and now it's actually when it's starting to cool down again. You see the leaves are turning red. I made it whenever it was like, I don't know, I think it was still winter and it was turning into spring. That's why I remember saying it's a cold Arkansas day. But if I would have made this video like 2 weeks ago, it'd be so daggum hot you wouldn't even want to be out here. Like I know Alma, which is just down the road a little ways, was the hottest place in the USA one day, because it had we had like 104 with like the heat index was like close to 130. It was like 120 something, but yeah, it's pretty hot. And if it was that temperature there, it was probably the same here. That's all I know. It gets real hot here, but yeah, that's why I don't like working on these things like and out in the yard, like in the dead of the summer. You can't even stand it. You just have sweat, or you make a daggum puddle of sweat on the ground. It's so hot. But right now it actually feels pretty good. The sun hasn't came up yet, or I mean it has, but I mean it's behind the clouds. But it's still really cool. Feels maybe in the 70s right now. Feels pretty daggum good. But yeah, but then it ain't gonna be like that for long. It's gonna be like back in the 90s. like next week. So I thought maybe the hot weather was about over, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make updates on this thing if I remember to, or if I even do anything to it. I mean, next thing I know, I could just have something totally go wrong and just throw the whole thing in this scrap metal or scrap yard. And then, yeah. I mean, but maybe I might someday do something with this exhaust, make like a straight pipe. I don't know if I want to do that or not, because I mean, I might even want to. I kind of like how quiet that engine is. That engine is actually pretty quiet, but yet, who wants a quiet hot rod? Hot rods ain't supposed to be quiet. They're supposed to be loud. And this is a V-twin. It sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good straight pipes. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to keep updates on this thing.